Good evening, folks. And today is a day of American reckoning. We're watching these criminals are going, please don't look into what we've been doing for so long. Just wanted to kind of note the fact that because of DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, has taken the heat off of Donald Trump. What's happened is Donald Trump has not stopped signing executive orders in favor of Americans and what the Americans want. And the media is so lambasted by the fact that government corruption is being exposed at epic levels like we've never seen before. And we know that a lot of money is going places. People receiving all these checks. Who's writing them? Who's getting them? Maxine Waters, fill us in.
Comes knocking at the Fed's door. You gonna let him in?
I don't have anything for you on that.
Would you like to tell us today that you won't let DOGE into the Federal Reserve or have
Please
access
don't do it.
to the systems and the data?
So I don't have any, we've had no contact, and I don't really have, I have nothing for you to report today on that.
Well, you know what happened at Treasury, and you know
Yeah,
what happened over at the
we
CFPB,
know.
and the people of this country are being violated because all of our privacy.
Violated by Maxine Waters and stuff. They've been the ones that have been violating us. They've been putting their ever-loving fist up our Americans' behinds and ripping out all of our dollar bills and then spending them on lavish things like gold-trimmed BMW packages and Taco Bell.
Is being taken up by
Not true.
Elon Musk.
You've been violating
and Trump,
us.
and we don't know what all they have on us, our bank accounts.
We don't know what they have on us. We don't know which country to go to. Oh, it's crap. Oh, I didn't even anticipate this to happen. I didn't get my affairs in order for this. I thought we were going to be able to get the election to do what we wanted like it did in 2020.
Everything that in our lives, so I want to protect it in the Fed. Mr. Powell.
She doesn't even know that the Federal Reserve is private.
Good evening, folks. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to dig into some fun articles when it comes to the crazy things on the left. So let's roll into this. So, yeah, here we are. The Internal Revenue Service building is now in sights of the DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency. And these are just basic audits that need to happen because when it comes to how all of the U.S. aid is paid out, it has to be all the money has to be rounded up from you guys. I'm pretty sure you all know this. You know that the money comes from us, which is really strange whenever it comes to these lefties who are angry about what's happening here. Of course, a lot of them probably aren't productive taxpayers. They actually live off of the system. So the corrupt system that enables them the ability to live their easygoing, free-wheeled life of just sprinkles and star-spangled ranged dildos and stuff. They probably going into this kind of stuff would put a stop to a lot of that and make them either have to be productive or find a new bridge to live under. And, there'll probably be some more, now that all the illegals are getting sent home, there'll be some freed up bridges and tunnels in California that they can all kind of, conglomerate under. And you'll figure it out from there. Either in situations of dire need, either you fall down or you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and become an awesome human being and thrive. And then a few years later down the road, you typically will thank whoever it is that stopped funding your charade of living a lifestyle of not having to give a darn. Anyways, Reuters recently reported that Gavin Klager, a key staffer working with Elon Musk in his efforts to downsize the federal government, entered the IRS headquarters on Thursday to investigate the corrupt agency's operation. And yeah, this is an organization where, how if you don't pay a doctor bill or something, they call you up like, yeah, you really need to pay us. Not these people. No. They will come after you with the force of 87,000 people with firearms on their side to get their money. And that money is, of course, very important for their organizational crimes that they like to fund, which is USAID and other things. You know, it'd be different if our money was actually spent in ways that benefited Americans, like, you know, infrastructure. Like, all the money that's rounded up for taxes is pretty much just delved out to foreign countries and special interest lobbyist groups. Or I might have some of those facts sort of skewed, but we do know our money's not going in the right place. And one can only imagine the nasty stuff Klieger and the rest of DOGE will discover. It's a safe bet that documented political persecution against conservatives will be one of the items. Yeah, a lot of our so imagine implementing a system to go after small business owners and just people trying to survive in this world. And a lot of the efforts are focused on just the common person, just like somebody who makes less than $50,000 a year. The IRS is all over. They use artificial intelligence to dig into everybody's financial backgrounds so that they can uncover irregularities so they can come after you. And it's just, and then on top of that, they get it wrong. They go after the wrong people. I can attest. They sent me too much. They sent me money back because they screwed up and had my business and crossed up with another business, which thank goodness I held onto the money. But in the process, they also had the addresses wrong and sent the paperwork to the wrong people, notifying them that they accidentally oversent. They sent too much money back, and by the time it got to me that what happened, they started. It took me forever to get my monetization stuff straightened out from YouTube. Yeah, they garnished my money because they said that it took me a while to, oh, we're going to hit you with late fees and everything because you never responded. I'm like, what are you talking about? Never got your thing. And then finally got that straightened out. And then once I gave them their money back because, technically I did get, they got me crossed up. I gave them their money back. It took a long time to get the YouTube stuff straightened out. Why would it take that long? I mean, really, it was crazy, dude. And so, I mean, that was just a small thing. There's people out there right now that are suffering some of the worst persecution by this agency. So we need to see what's going on there. What is happening? That's all we want to do. We just want to see what's happening. And there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, Elon Musk and this team have actually went in there and they're digging in. They're going to dig in. And they're using a website, by the way. Check this out. They've got a website set up so you can actually see what's happening in real time. DOGE website goes live, providing detailed information about the organization's work. It's pretty good. By the way, here's if you can see this, I don't know how well you can see this or not, but you can expand it. You can see the actual website that you can go look. And it's a regular good old-fashioned, get on the internet, look at it website. And that's all full transparency. It shows in real time what's going on. And this consolidated government org chart, it's an enormous manual effort consolidating 16,000 offices, a summary of a massive regulatory state, including unconstitutional index ratio rules written. It's just epic that this is all happening. And I don't know of an American out there that doesn't support what's happening and finding out all the spending. There's a few people that are a little disappointed because some funding has been cut from organizations that they feel are legitimate, but they're watching mainstream news. They don't understand that those organizations that are doing legitimate work are actually hijacked, and what happened to them is because they fell victim to what the criminals did around them. And I'm hoping that some of those organizations will get put back in place. But most of them are all corrupt, and because of the fact that they're working in with the corrupt agencies' guidelines, they've just got caught up in that. It's no different than buying stolen property from somebody and not knowing it, and then you have to give it back because it wasn't yours. Once they trace out where that stolen property went, you have to return it. Yes, I paid a criminal fair money for it. Sorry, but this is not yours. The serial number dates to a person who owns this, and so you're going to have to return this item, and you're just out. You shouldn't have been messing with criminals. Shouldn't have been buying stolen tools. I've not bought stolen tools, by the way. I'm just saying I've known people who have, and You know, I've had propositions. People have brought me toolboxes like, hey, man, I'll give you a good deal on what's in this toolbox. I'm like, no, thank you. Because you might even, I sold stolen tools to a guy, and all of a sudden your stolen tools get stolen. You're like, what are you going to do? You going to call the cops? Yeah, you knew they were stolen, so yeah, I stole them back. It's better off just not messing with the criminals. It's typical. So anyways, yeah. Yep. So anyways, this is going to be interesting to see what all they come up with. The information that's about to be released. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Big hugs.